This video tutorial describes some of the ways that MindWindow users can view statistics about their thoughts. After completing enough check-ins, information will become available in the MindWindow Statistics tab. For each statistic, you can change the view by clicking on the time frame buttons just under the title. These buttons allow you to view your results by current day, week, month, or for all time. Additionally, a brief description of what each statistic measures can be found by clicking on the question mark icon at the right of the time frame buttons. There are currently 5 statistics that can be viewed. You can switch between them by pressing one of the arrow keys at the top of the screen or by pressing one of the dots at the lower part of the screen. Let's look at each of the statistics now. Mood refers to both the intensity and what is called valence of our feelings over time. You can think of valence as a measure of positivity or negativity of feelings, with positive valence generally being pleasant and negative valence being unpleasant. Mood can range from collections of high-intensity, unpleasant states, which could be irritability, anger, or stress, to low-intensity and pleasant states, which might be described as contentment or relaxed. What mood do you appear to be in mostly? Are you aware of your mood? Are there certain experiences that contribute to your mood? Is this something that you'd like to work toward to change? The second statistic looks at on-task thinking. This is a measure of how often you reported being primarily focused on what you think you should be doing, the opposite being mentally focused on something unrelated to your current activity. Are the results as you expected, or are you surprised by how often you are not on or off task? If so, are there slight changes that you might be able to make in order to match closer to how often you'd like to be on task? The next measure attempts to categorize where your attention usually is. Generally speaking, we can divide our conscious attention toward the outside world, that is, the things we experience with our senses like sight and hearing, and the inside world, the realm of memory and imagination. Additionally, some of us might be very tuned into the sensations of our physical body. What might these values tell you about how you attend to the world? Do you spend a majority of your time in one domain rather than others? If so, what would it be like for you to pay attention to those others? The self-others statistic summarizes how often you report thinking about yourself and how often you report thinking about other people. Sometimes you might be completely focused on one or the other. Other times, your focus might be evenly split between the two. How do your results change over time? Do you have a tendency to prioritize a focus on yourself, or perhaps you focus exclusively on others? Do you think your focus is appropriate, or would it be healthier for you to make changes? The final statistic explores the time frame of your thoughts. Sometimes our thinking relates to what's going on in the here and now. Other times, we are thinking about the past, or maybe completely focused on what will happen in the future. What do your results say? Do these seem to make sense to you, or do they seem unbalanced? If you wanted to make some changes to the time frame that you normally prioritize, how would you do it? The statistics shown in MindWindow are personalized measures that aim to help us better understand the way that we think. Maybe the results are not surprising to you, or maybe you've never been aware of how much time you spend prioritizing one type of thinking over another. There's nothing bad about the ways we think, and every type of thought has an appropriate time and place. However, if you notice a large imbalance in how you think, maybe it's worth evaluating whether or not some changes should be made. Using MindWindow over a period of time can provide researchers with the information to explore those types of choices. It can't tell us what to do, but it can tell us where we are starting from. We hope you enjoy learning about how you think.